Level 1. Peter. You are not Albanian. You are not mafia. You are French. You are 20-something. And you have the kind of easy charm that plays well in airport arrivals halls. That is your entire professional skill set. And it pays. Your job is to find tourist women, young, foreign, preferably traveling alone. Befriend them in the taxi queue, extract where they're staying, and call it in. You do not ask what happens after. You are, you tell yourself, just a man who makes introductions. You spot 2 American girls at Charles de Gaulle. One lets slip they're staying alone. You share a taxi. You call it in. You go home. You make dinner. You go to bed. 2 days later, Bryan Mills finds you at the airport running the same routine on another tourist. He chases you through the terminal. You are fast, genuinely fast. You break away. You make it to the road. A truck hits you before Bryan can ask a single question. You are the only person on this list who never heard the voice. He didn't even need you. He just needed to know you existed. You were a lead. That's all you were. Level 2. The brothel operators. You don't have names. You run the day-to-day. The construction yard brothel, the street operation, the women too far into the drugs to run. You are the machinery. Anonymous, interchangeable, entirely replaceable. You have corrupt police collecting their cut. You are not worried about Americans. Americans don't come here. Americans don't know this exists. One American is currently planting a listening device on your colleague's jacket in a cafe. You will not learn this until he is already inside your brothel. You will not learn much after that. He comes in, finds a girl wearing Kim's jacket, and clears the room. The operation does not survive the night. The police arrive to a building already professionally emptied of everyone who could have told them anything. You were the warm-up's warm-up. You were not even given a name. Level 3. Marco Hogsha. You are the man who said good luck. Let that sit for a moment. You run abductions for the Albanian operation out of Paris. The scouts report to you. The supply chain to St. Clair runs through you. You have been doing this long enough that you have stopped expecting consequences. The police are paid. The lawyers are arranged. A retired American's daughter gets taken. He calls. He tells you, quietly, specifically, that he has a very particular set of skills, acquired over a very long career, and that he will find you, and he will kill you. You say good luck, and hang up. He arrives in Paris within 24 hours. He dismantles your street operation. He finds your safe house by impersonating a corrupt cop so convincingly, your own men let him in. He tricks you into saying good luck a second time, to confirm your voice, straps you to a makeshift electric chair in your own basement, and runs current through you until you give up St. Clair's name. You spit in his face. He turns the electricity back on and leaves. He has somewhere to be. You said good luck to a man whose entire skill set is finding people who don't want to be found. He found you in 48 hours. You had a very particular set of consequences. Level 4. Jean-Claude Pitrel. You are not a villain. That is almost the worst thing about you. You were French intelligence. Now you are national police. You have a desk, a title, a card you hand out at meetings. You are also on the Albanian operations payroll, and have been long enough that you no longer think of it as corruption. You think of it as an arrangement. Bryan Mills calls you. You meet him. You give him the red light district address as a warning, not a tip, you tell yourself. You warn him not to get involved. You do the minimum required to feel like you helped. Then he comes to your apartment. He shoots your wife in the arm, not to kill, to make a point, and extracts St. Clair's location with the calm efficiency of a man filling out a form. You survive. Your wife's arm heals. Your career does not. The arrangement, as it turned out, did not cover this. Level 5. Patrice St. Clair. You are the transaction. You convert human beings into money for powerful men. Real auctions, catalogued, organized, beneath a party at your mansion that is impeccably catered. You are not Albanian. You are not mob. You are French, wealthy, and assured in the way of a man who has never faced a consequence for anything. Kim is the last lot of the evening. Bryan watches from your auction floor, forces a bidder to purchase her at knife point, and is captured on the way out. You learn who he is. You order him killed. This is where you make the mistake everyone on this list has made. He breaks free. He kills everyone you sent. He finds you, mortally wounded at this point, and you still have enough left to give up the Sheikh's yacht before he finishes it. You gave up the next lead even as you were dying. Professional to the end. Right up until you weren't. Level 6. Sheikh Rahman. You are the demand. Everything before you. Peter at the airport, Marco's operation, St. Clair's auction house, exists because of men like you. You are the reason the chain exists. You have a yacht. You have bodyguards, and one of them is genuinely formidable, which makes him the last problem Bryan solves before the door. You purchased Kim and brought her here. You are on international waters. You are, by any practical measure, unreachable. A man boards your yacht alone, in the dark, and works through your security with the quiet thoroughness of someone who has done this before and found it well within his capabilities. He finds your cabin. You are holding Kim at knife point. He shoots you in the head. No speech, no negotiation. 96 hours after Kim was taken, Bryan Mills boards a yacht, kills every man on it, and walks out with his daughter. You were the destination. That is not a compliment. You were the reason he came to Paris, and you never even heard his voice. Level 7. Murad Hoja. This level is different. You are Murad Hoja. You attended a funeral full of men your son worked with, and you heard what happened to all of them, and you understood, more clearly than any of them, exactly what kind of man did this. You are not Marco, who laughed at the phone call. You are not St. Clair, who thought wealth made him untouchable. You counted the bodies yourself, and you come anyway. Because your son is dead, and the man who killed him is still alive, and that is not something you can leave alone. Not because of business, not because of the operation, but because of something older and simpler than any of that. You understand Bryan completely, which is why you cannot stop. You take him and Lenore hostage in Istanbul. It is a good plan. He escapes, locates you by having Kim throw grenades until he triangulates the sound, and dismantles your operation with his hands tied. He corners you. He offers a deal. Walk away, this ends. You nod. He lowers the gun. You reach for it. He has already removed the bullets. He knew. He always knew. He just gave you the chance anyway. You are the only person on this list who was not wrong. You were a father doing what fathers do. It just turned out that so was he. He was considerably better at it. Level 8. Stuart St. John. You have been in every scene, every birthday, every dinner, every handshake where Bryan Mills showed up at the house you shared with his ex-wife and his daughter, and you played the part. You were always there. You are Stuart St. John, Lenore's second husband, Kim's stepfather. You had serious debts to a Russian mob figure named Oleg Malenkov. When they came due, you took out a $12 million life insurance policy on Lenore. You hired Malenkov to kill her. You framed Bryan, his fingerprints, his history, his volatility, a narrative that practically wrote itself. Lenore texted Bryan the morning she died. He went to get bagels. He came home and found her. You did that. You were at their daughter's recitals. You signed her school forms. You were there. Bryan dismantles your cover, kills Malenkov, and catches you at the airport with Kim as leverage and $12 million in a bag. Kim talks him down. He doesn't kill you. He lets the handcuffs do it. You are the only person on this list who survives. You are also the only person on this list who deserved it least. Bryan Mills just pointed the system in the right direction. The system did the rest. His name is Bryan Mills. Former Green Beret, Sergeant First Class at 23, CIA paramilitary operations officer. A preventer. The people who stop things before they start, because stopping them after is considerably more expensive. He retired to be present. He left a career that suited him perfectly, because his daughter had a birthday party and he had missed the last 4. He carries a Beretta 92FS, reliable, precise, the kind of tool that does exactly what it's asked every single time, without complaint and without ceremony. The phone call is not a threat, it is a courtesy. The same instinct that says, give them the information, give them the chance, and then do exactly what you said you would do. Nobody took it seriously. He made the call every time anyway. 96 hours. Every time. He never needed more than that. And all he wanted was to take his daughter to a concert. Before we get to the ones who actually heard the voice, here's everyone who didn't last long enough to be properly introduced. These 2 were closer. One ran the operation, one arranged the paperwork. Neither of them read the situation correctly. These 2 were at the top of the chain. One had a mansion, one had a yacht. Neither of them had a plan for what happened next. And this one. He knew exactly who Bryan Mills was. He came anyway. He's the only one on this list I understand. And then there's this one. The one who was at every birthday party. I have reviewed a number of files in my time. Most of them are about people who underestimated something. This one is about a man who never did. 96 hours, 8 people, 1 phone call. Recommendation: pick up on the first ring, and maybe don't take his daughter. If you'd like to find out what happens when other men with particular skill sets make particular calls to particular people, do subscribe. The next briefing is already dialing.